Good evening, class. This is the intro recording on Excel. It's an introduction to Excel. So basically in this recording, what I want to do is just introduce to you the interface of Excel, okay, and some of the shortcuts that I like to use. Okay, so this is just the intro. All right, so what you're seeing here is Excel, okay, and here you will see the menu up here. And the file menu is the only one that has a drop-down menu. Okay, the rest of them are tabs. It's a tab, and then you have different groups under each tab. Okay, different groupings. Okay, we're going to be using, under Home, we're going to be using a lot on the Font tab, and the Number tab, and the Editing tab. On the Insert, we're going to be using the Tables grouping, the charting group, the charts grouping, and also not really the comments, but in the charting and the table groupings. Page layout, we're going to be using the page setup groupings and the sheet options. On the formulas, we're going to be using this tab a whole lot, as well as the data tab. And the rest of those, we're not going to be using any of that, except for the developer. We're going to be using that later on. Okay, so this right here, we call this area right here, we call the ribbon. And then below the ribbon, here you'll see the name box. So if I click on that, it gives you the name under there, right there when I hover over it. And then this right here is the formula bar. Okay, in other words, if you have a formula here on the sheet, on the work area, you won't see the formula in the work area unless you do control cedilla. So anyway, here you will see the formula, and you can edit the formula right there also on the formula bar. Okay, and then here are the columns. So you have about 500,000 columns. Okay, and they go alphabetical, and of course they double up on the alphabet and stuff. It's complicated. And then here are the rows, and there are over 1 million of those. This right here is the button to click if you want to format globally. Globally means the entire sheet. Okay, but we're not going to be using that because we're not going to need it. Our sheets are going to be fairly small. Okay. So now, here are your columns and here are your rows. And these rectangular boxes are called cells. And each cell has a name. So wherever this rectangular box is, the one that you can move around, and so, like so, that is the active cell. That is the cell where you can enter some content. Okay? And wherever you have the active cell, the name box is going to give you the address of that particular cell. Okay? All right, so what I want to do here is basically just, one more thing. Under here are the sheets. So this is sheet 1. After we're done with everything that we need to do with Excel, we're going to have about 12 to 13 sheets, okay, down below here. Okay? But today, what I want to do is just kind of give you an intro, and this is a short intro. I know you can see my cursor. So what I want to do is just give you a little demonstration on how quickly you can actually create a worksheet in Excel just by copying. Okay, and what I mean by that is by using the fill handle. So let me give you an example of that. Let's just say here, I'm going to type Monday. Okay, before I do that, I want to make my columns wider. So to do that, I'm going to select a few columns, and then with my cursor, right here's my cursor, I'm going to go here and go between two columns, and I'm going to widen it, and it widens all of those columns that I selected. Okay, you do the same, and then you just click inside of your worksheet, to deselect the selection that you did prior. And then, of course, you can do the same with the rows. But in this class, we're not going to have to change the height of the row, just the columns. So I wanted to show you, actually, let me just pull this back up. I accidentally did that. I didn't mean to. I'm going to pull 2 back up there where it belongs. Okay, so in A1, I'm going to type, and I'm going to do this all in caps, all right? I'm going to do it all. I'm going to lock my caps key and then type Monday. And then if I want to do a series from Monday through Friday, all I have to do is just get my cursor and go in here and just copy it across like so. And there you go. Okay? The same thing with January. Let's type January or even Jan. Just Jan is fine. Excel is going to know those are the months. Then you just go like so. Now with numbers it's a little different. So if I do 1 and I copy that, what I'll get is 1. But then it gives me an options box right here. So all I got to do is just click on the arrow and select Fill Series. And it's going to give me a series. Now, if I did the years, let's say I wanted 2011, and if I copy that, it's going to give me a series, but at first I have to look at the options box, and I'm going to select the Fill Series. And there you go. Okay, so this is the first video that I want to put up on the YouTube. The next one I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done with this. I'm going to do the very first worksheet for the business plan for our Excel. Okay, so let me just go down here to my video thing, and I'm going to stop the video